Las Vegas Aces, WNBA. Watch me closely now. I will pick a team of 8th grade boys, and I will put $10 million on the 8th grade boys to beat the best WNBA team out there, the defending champion Las Vegas Aces. Will you finally answer? Will you show up and play the game?
Clay Travis, what a generous fella. I see you, Clay Travis. Uncle KC sees what you are doing here. Like the rest of us normal people, you realize that the WNBA is still operating with a charity mindset. So you have decided to organize your own charitable event, or as the WNBA prefers to call it, pretend basketball games. Clay Travis, being the generous philanthropist that he is, Clay Travis is giving WNBA players a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Now, you got to remember, before this season, before Caitlin Clark took this league out of the pooper and put them in the mainstream spotlight, which, depending on how you look at it, the elevation of the WNBA into the mainstream, it could be a positive or a negative. But either way, before Caitlin Clark, WNBA players were making minimum wage. They had full-time jobs as political activists while being part-time basketball players. Clay Travis is giving WNBA players, more specifically, he is giving the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces the opportunity to make $10 million in one game, $2 million per player, or as the WNBA used to call it, career earnings. For those that don't know, this is not the first time Clay Travis has presented this unique opportunity to the WNBA. Last year, or maybe it was the year before, he offered the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces $1 million to compete against a championship-level high school boys team. For reasons unknown, and possibly for the first time ever, the league that refuses to remain silent chose to exercise their right to remain silent. But that's okay. A month or so ago, Clay Travis decided to make this deal more enticing. Since Asia Wilson is now making over $1 million a year, since the average WNBA player is making around $600,000 a year, Clay Travis decided to increase the earnings, and he offered $10 million. All the Las Vegas Aces had to do is beat a team of high school boys. Now, keep in mind, this is supposedly the best team in the WNBA. The Anonymous Faces have won the WNBA Finals, securing off-season rights to the prestigious Golden Toilet so many times that other teams in the league, they are no longer motivated to win it. A multi-time champion, a team that has dominated what the media calls the best basketball in the world. They should have no problem accepting this challenge and beating high school boys, right? If this same offer was presented to the NBA, hell, if this offer was presented to a team in the G League, they would accept this offer, no questions asked. And the worst team in the G League, they would be favored against high school boys by 50 points. But multi-time champions in the WNBA, they're hesitant to accept this challenge. I wonder why. Unfortunately for the WNBA, Clay Travis refuses to go away. He really wants to do something for charity. He wants to help out. He wants to help the WNBA finally answer the impossible question, what is a woman? Better yet, who is a woman? Clay Travis is trying to come up with a solution to this difficult problem the WNBA is facing, which, to his credit, this solution is more than the WNBA has managed to come up with, and they had the assistance of some doofus task force. Clay Travis came up with this solution all on his own. Last night, Clay Travis revised his offer. Instead of competing against an intimidating championship-level high school boys team, he lowered the standards. He lowered the level of competition. Now, all the Las Vegas Aces have to do to win $10 million is beat 8th graders. All they have to do to secure generational wealth is defeat a group of prepubescent boys. Now, there is absolutely no way they can turn down this offer, right? It's been about 24 hours since Clay Travis revised his offer, and the WNBA continues to exercise their right to remain silent. Let me show you one of the reasons why the WNBA is ignoring this offer. This first clip, it features some of the best middle school basketball players in the country. Now, following these real basketball players, I'm going to show you some highlights from this WNBA season. And I'm not showing clips of the worst teams in the league. These highlights will feature Paige Beckers, Asia Wilson, Angel Reese. According to the media, these are the best players in the WNBA. Watch it for yourself.
Spin move. Tries to dish. No. AZ comes up with a loose ball. Outstanding force defensively this year for the Wings. Chelsea Gray lost it. The Wings had it. Lost it. Got it back again. Zaza with 1-on-4. Takes it inside.
That was a tough call, but
tough
that
call.
might be. Yeah, definitely. Got to look at that.
Lead is cut to 6.
Reese leaking out, finds her, and Reese will fire a 3 and hit. Reese left alone. Reese gets denied out, watching her attempt it. Reese can't. Vegas at 9. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
Is it any wonder? Is it any wonder why the WNBA is running away from this offer? This is what this league does. They run away from problems. For starters, in the WNBA's defense, I understand why they would ignore Clay Travis outside of the money. And the money Clay Travis is offering is significantly more than the salary cap of every team in this league. But besides the money, this really is a lose-lose for the WNBA. Let's suspend our disbelief for a second and pretend that the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces actually beat a middle school basketball team. Uncle Casey, that's damn near impossible! The Olympic women's soccer team competed against a team of prepubescent boys, and they got their ass kicked. Yeah, that's why I said we need to suspend our disbelief. It's similar to what fathers do when they are watching WWE with their young sons. They suspend their disbelief to make the world's worst entertainment somewhat entertaining. Now, of course, grown men who buy farts in a jar, they don't have to suspend their disbelief since, they think orchestrated combat is real. But let's assume for a second that by some miracle, the Las Vegas Aces defeat a team of prepubescent boys. This monumental win, the biggest win of their careers, it would not change anyone's mind. If you thought the WNBA product was substandard before the game, you're not going to think the WNBA is elite basketball because they beat a team that rode their bicycle to the game. If the Las Vegas Aces lose the game, which is the most likely outcome, this league loses any and all credibility. So, I get it. I really do. I understand why the WNBA is ignoring Clay Travis. But here's the real problem. Clay Travis would not be doing this. He wouldn't be publicly shaming the WNBA if they addressed the number one distraction in their league. If Kathy Engelbert said, no men will ever play in the WNBA, this problem would disappear faster than Angel Reese in the final seconds of a close game. But this is one of the many problems when you base decisions on emotion and ideology, which is a deadly combination for a sports league. There is no ideology in sports. There is no such thing as diversity. Equity is a myth. You either step up or you step aside. You think NFL coaches are at training camp right now evaluating their rosters based on equity? We really need a white running back. Check the side of a milk carton and see if you can find one. Training camp in the NBA starts next month. You think Nick Nurse is looking at his starting lineup in Philadelphia and saying, we are really lacking diversity. We need a dorky white doofus to balance the scales of equity. You know how many times I have watched an NBA press conference and heard someone ask LeBron James if he would welcome a woman on his team? You know how many times I've heard that question in the NBA? None. If someone was dumb enough to ask, LeBron James would probably laugh his ass off. At this stage of his NBA career, he is competing for championships. Kinda hard to win a championship in the NBA with a 5'7" woman as your center. But in the WNBA, this question is asked repeatedly. Every night, WNBA coaches are asked about men playing in their league. And I don't blame the media. The media is doing their job. I blame the WNBA for refusing to address the problem, refusing to solve a problem that is easy to solve. And the thing is, I don't think Kathy Engelbert wants men in the WNBA. I'm almost comfortable saying that I know she doesn't. But Kat Engelbert is trying to keep everyone happy. She is procrastinating with this issue. I can relate to procrastination. Uncle Casey is a skilled procrastinator. That's one of the reasons me and my wife make a great team. If I see a leaky faucet, if it's slowly dropping water every 5, 10, 15 seconds, I look at the leaky faucet and decide I'll deal with it later. Now, my wife, she sees a leaky faucet. I don't care if it's dripping every 5 minutes. She's addressing the leak now because she knows by the time I get around to it, the faucet will be flooding the bathtub in seconds. You wouldn't even have to turn it on to take a shower. You just get in and shower under the leak. That's kind of what's happening in the WNBA. Kat Engelbert never addresses the leak. It starts small. Caitlin Clark fans are accused of manufactured racism. Nafisha Collier last year publicly humiliates Kathy Engelbert by calling her the worst commissioner in sports. WNBA players complain about fan behavior on social media. As these problems go unaddressed, and because there are never any consequences, the leak keeps getting worse. For the last month, the primary storyline in the WNBA is former NBA players declaring for the WNBA draft. Now, the leak has become a flood, all because Kathy Engelbert refused to address it to begin with. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.